Hello. Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning. Sheryl, can I hear you?
Huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, Sheryl, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Sheryl from Image Team, and I'm also a KW productivity coach.
Yep. Hi, guys. I'm Suszane here. I'm also from the Emerge team, and I'm also a KW productivity coach. So, how is everybody in FMCO? Come, put down in the chat box. How are you guys feeling right now? Come share your feelings. How are you guys feeling right now during the FMCO? Come put down the chat box. How are you guys feeling now? How are you guys? Emily is good.
Tell us your feeling.
Yeah, Emily, very long never see you.
Unbelievable.
Janice, unbelievable. Yeah lah, closing so many deals, Janice.
Superstar.
Excited want to listen to your talk, Hannah. Okay, a bit kanchong but yeah, hopefully it's a good session. Good and healthy, but getting bored. With all the training, inspired to do lots, no right? Jasmine, okay. Cool. Okay, so everyone haven't met each other for a long time, right? Sheryl, actually, I also haven't met you for a very, very long time. So how are you, Sheryl? Come share your thoughts. So how are you in FMCO?
I tell you, this is what happening to me right now at home. So this SMCO, right, is crazy.
Why? Why is it crazy?
I'm a person that don't know how to cook, right? And never enter to the kitchen ever. But for this FMCO, I became a part-time chef.
Part-time chef. I'm a part-time baker, but why are you a part-time chef?
Because my mom got fed up of cooking every day. So as the daughter of the family, I need to share the responsibility lah. And I have no choice to pick up all the cooking skill. You know, last time I don't even know how to peel a garlic. So now I can cook like sweet and sour meat, roast whole chicken, butter prawns, and many more. So I'm quite amazed with myself lah, actually. Not just because I can cook now, but I took up the responsibility and learned how to cook, take care of my family.
Okay, I'm your family, right? How come I never tasted your butter prawns one?
Okay, get DHL to you. Delivery, grab.
Okay, so after hearing your story, I think it's a very good example of a person who is being accountable. Am I right, Sheryl? You agree or not?
Yeah. Yes. So I didn't try to run away lah or push the responsibility. So I just suck it up and do it lah.
Okay, I suck it up and do it and send to me the butter prawn, okay? Okay, that's great. Awesome. Okay, so
Yeah,
today,
sure.
okay, so let me share my screen first, guys. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so let me put it into this one. So today, this is exactly what we are going to talk about. Okay, be accountable. Okay, which is one of the 6 perspectives, a personal perspective. So quick recap. Okay, so as you can see, be accountable is the last step. Okay, but it is also the most important step. Okay, why? Because without being accountable, you will not be able to achieve the step 1 to step 5. A simple example, okay, is like self-mastery. Let's just say self-mastery. When you try to achieve self-mastery, but halfway through, you face challenges, and then you're thinking of giving up. Because that is when being accountable will come into the picture to make sure you persevere until you achieve it. Okay, so for those of you who don't really know what the word accountable or accountability means, so me and Sheryl very good lah. Okay, we went to Google, we Google for you already. Okay, so as per the dictionary, okay, accountability, what does it mean? It is actually an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's actions. So it's like whatever we do, good or not good, also we find ways to do it, and whatever the outcome is, we are responsible for it. Okay, so which is exactly like Sheryl's chef story. Now she's a part-time chef. Okay, like how she took over after her mom got tired of cooking, right? She's taking ownership of the situation. Okay, and be responsible as the eldest daughter of the family to cook for the whole family. Okay, So if you guys look at this table, okay, you know a lot of times life happens, situations happens, okay, and shit also happens. Okay, but what happens is there's always two types of people when they face challenges in life. Okay, one is the one who will be the one who sees themselves as a victim, always very negative one, everything tak boleh. Okay, and another one will be the accountable one. All right, so let's talk about the victim first. Okay, so these victims, right, they love, okay, these victims, they love to, um, always like very negative. Then live, what they love to do is they don't seek reality. Okay, it's like now the times have changed, ma. Okay, the market has shifted, but they don't see it that way. Okay, and they deny it one. Okay, they fight the reality and they blame everyone else except themselves. Okay, mostly it's like their inability to do things lah. It's always someone else's fault, right? Like my business not good lah, because my company not doing their job properly lah, and then they giving the support also not the kind of support I need or I want. Friends and family also don't give me support. Okay lah, so they blame everything and everyone else other than themselves. Okay, they also got a lot of personal excuses. Okay, personal excuses. I cannot do my business because actually my skills are not very good lah. Okay, I cannot catch up one lah. Other people can close deal because they're very king, they're very great, they're very good. I'm introverted, then I cannot do virtual viewings, I'm quite shy. I cannot this, I cannot that. Okay, and then these victims, after feeding themselves with all these things, all these thoughts, the worst is they just sit there, wait, and hopes that everything will be back to normal. Business as usual, pre-pandemic. Okay, don't need to take action one. Surely will be okay. Okay, whereas, okay, the one who is being accountable. Where's my arrow? Okay, the one that's being accountable, okay, is of course completely opposite of the victim. These are the positive ones lah. Okay, the accountable one will always seek reality. Where times have changed, okay, market has shifted, they accept it, they accept that this is the reality and own up to it. Okay, they know that they have to run their business differently now compared to last time before the pandemic. Okay, the last time ways cannot work already, but do they run away? No. Okay, they quickly find solutions. Cannot have viewings or sign documents? Do it virtually, lor. Okay, they don't give excuses one. They don't wait and hope. They don't wait and hope. They get on with it. They take action. Okay, they take action.
Yes. So I think that's a very good explanation from Sue. So to give you guys an example of how a victim and an accountable person would respond to a challenging situation, right? So me and Sue will do a quick role play. So just let's say FMCO being extended from 14 to 28, right? And rumors say that it could be extending even longer. So you have been struggling since the lockdown. See, no appointments, no bookings, no confirmation of SBA, and your Milo tin under your bed, right, is almost empty already. So as I said, we will do a role play between the responses of a victim and accountable person, so you all can observe the attitude and their approaches given in the same situation. So, okay, let's start. Okay, so how is your business doing during this FMCO?
My business FMCO cannot do anything one lah. Nothing can be done. No one is doing anything. I shouldn't also. We just see how lah. Okay, so that's the victim. But if an accountable person, they would. Okay? The victim don't seek reality ma. Okay, but as an accountable person, they would seek the reality and answer. Okay, FMCO is difficult. Okay, number of buyers in the market is getting lesser. Okay, therefore, I'm doubling down my activities in calling and connecting with my database, so that once FMCO is lifted, I already have a list of customers that will potentially go for an appointment with me, and I have potential closings.
Very good, very good. So next, many people are conducting their businesses virtually. Are you in the same direction?
I'm a victim, right? So I'll fight the reality, and then I'll say things like virtual tour doesn't work one lah. Yeah, they will only buy if there's a physical viewing, Sheryl. Okay, but if I'm an accountable person, I would acknowledge the reality. Okay, and I answer, yep, we are facing a market shift and we have to adapt to the new norm. Okay, and I'm encouraging my customers to go on virtual viewing, and in fact, some already made bookings with me. Right?
Yeah, I know you have bookings during FMCO. So do you find it awkward to connect with your customers during this COVID situation?
Of course, it will be damn awkward because customers don't have the mood to me one. They're very conventional. They're not comfortable to talk to me on the phone and prefer physical meetups. Okay, so that's the victim. So if the other one accountable, I will own it. Okay, and I'll say no. I don't find it awkward at all. Right? In fact, I've been connecting with a lot of them, and customers truly appreciate my care messages and follow-ups. Okay, and I continue to. It's a true story, right? We're doing that right now.
Yeah, we're doing that right now. Okay, next one. Do you find it more challenging to generate new lead during the full lockdown?
As a victim, I have a lot of personal excuses. Challenges to generate new leads. Yeah, I'm distracted by the COVID situation. Moreover, the market sentiment is very bad. Okay, there's no way to generate leads right now. Let's see how things goes lah. After the full lockdown is lifted, then only I see how lah. But as an accountable person, I would find the solutions. Okay, so is it more challenging to generate new leads? Yes, it is more challenging due to the COVID situation, and therefore we need to generate leads from more sources. Okay, instead of just one or two lah sources. Example, we're also using the KW command, right? From HPROC also Facebook. Okay, to generate more allows, and especially KW command. Okay, because it allows us to generate leads with a much lower marketing cost. Okay, so that
correct. Yeah, very good. So next, should you revisit your GPS for 2021 to catch up with your goal?
As a victim,
So for victim, yeah.
Victim, I wait and hope, right? So revisit my GPS, for what? No need lah, yo. When it happens, at whatever that needs to happen will happen on its own. Things will happen by itself one, okay? So if I'm the accountable person, of course, I will get on with it. Simple answer. Revisit my GPS? Yes, let's do it. Why not, right? So as you guys observe, right, I was playing two roles just now. Okay, I was the victim and also the accountable agent. So what did you guys observe just now from the role play? Please write down on the chat box. Okay, share your thoughts, your aha moments, if any. Who do you think will potentially get a closing during the FMCO or after the FMCO is lifted? Okay, if you think the victim will get a closing during the FMCO, press 1. Okay, if you think the accountable agent will get a closing, press 2. Press 2. I can't see the chat though, Sheryl, so you have to keep me.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of two.
A lot of 2. I got people answer 1 or not?
Nobody answered.
Okay, so definitely it's number 2 lah, all right, the accountable agent, because she sees and acknowledges the reality of the situation she's in. Okay, she does not blame anyone or make any excuses. Okay, she finds the solutions and gets on with it. Most importantly, she takes action. Okay, but so the question here is, how do you want to be accountable, right? If you can keep yourself accountable, that is great, of course. Okay, but it's always better, in my opinion lah, okay, to have 1, an accountability partner, or 2, you can engage a productivity coach. Okay, why? Because I think we as human beings, we work harder when someone will be checking on your progress. Correct? Okay, therefore, when people are checking your progress, then you have a higher tendency to make sure you get things done. Because I think most people need some kind of pressure in order to maximize their productivity. Okay, but so that's my opinion. Okay, but Sheryl, how about you? I mean, actually, what is an accountability partner to you?
So an accountability partner is an informal relationship that 2 persons with a common goal comes together to keep each other accountable in achieving their goals. So for example, right, I don't have a productivity coach. So And Suszane also doesn't have a productivity coach. So since we are in the same agency and ambitious to hit our goals, right? So we show each other like our GPS 411, then we hold each other accountable in hitting our numbers.
So we're both
Yeah, this is
naked already. Show each
sorry.
other naked ready, show each other everything ready. Okay.
Our goals, we have to work hard together.
Yeah, motivate each other, right? Okay, so but the question is, why is it good to have an accountability partner leh?
I think it's very important because, right, along this real estate business, it can be very, very lonely, especially when you're a solo agent, right? So many times, right, you will face many challenges and roadblocks, and sometimes you are demotivated, like, like now FMCO. So that's when your accountability partner come into the picture to remind you, stay focused with your goal. So, and on top of that, your accountability partner also plays a role like your sparring partner lah. They elevate each other's standards and skill set to be a better agent each day lor.
Do I make you a better agent each day?
Yeah, sparring partner.
Yeah. Healthy competition, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
healthy competition. So I think, guys, if you cannot find somebody as your accountability partner, so you can always engage a productivity coach like me and Suszane like that. So we are both called productivity coach from MC2. Okay. Yeah. So
So let's get our conversation together lah. Okay, so let's say Sheryl, let's say I engage you as a productivity coach. Okay, can you tell how do you normally help your coaches? I mean, just share a little bit lah. How does it work?
Sure, I can share. So first of all, right, to give you a better picture, so I'm from a platform called Emerge that specializes in project marketing. So our accountability is a culture that we practice in our team. So basically we are in this environment that encourages accountability from each and every member in the team. So therefore, like our core value is to build each other to last.
Our tagline
is in our t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's why in Emerge, right, you always seek the truth first with courage. So because we journey in this real estate business, there are like many areas for improvement. So and it's very, very important to keep the spirit of learning. So hence getting honest and constructive feedback can really expedite our growth in this career. So I remember when I was a rookie that time, so I was so green, So I didn't know how to connect and how to do closing at all. Not like now, I'm so king already.
Wow.
So
Yeah lah.
Yeoh was my coach that time. So she observed my presentation and closing. So right after the appointment, right, she gave me an immediate, very honest feedback. So she doesn't speak in between the lines. She will tell me exactly what went wrong and how to do it correctly. So and for me, right, I just write down all the notes, write down all the feedbacks immediately. So I keep reviewing it, practice it. So make sure I do better in the next presentation.
Was it scary with Yen?
Scary Mary.
Very oh.
But it's good that mold me to someone better today.
Yeah, I remember actually, Sheryl, last time you don't talk like that one. You're super shy.
Yeah,
Not very,
introvert.
yeah, but now like so bubbly. I love it.
Now still shy a bit.
A bit. Okay.
So this practice of seeking the truth, right, and having a good learning spirit applies to everybody. So no matter when you join or what position you hold, so whether you are like coachee or coach or project manager or even the platform owner yet. Okay. So another example is that we have a dashboard that reviews everyone's weekly performance. So whether you generated 0 leads or 20 leads, everybody will know it. It's all that. It's like exam every week. So very transparent one, so no one can run away. But not even Yen.
Yeah, after this we kena already, I tell you.
Yeah. If you don't even generate any leads and die liao.
Yeah, you'll be questioned until the core, why you're not generating this? Is it not doing enough? Is it? You never do your job, is it? Is it your KW not working? Faster review it, faster fix it.
Got do activities now. What's your activities last week?
Call 10 calls, where got enough, huh? Yeah, continue to do that.
Okay, so apart from the culture and environment, right? So in Emerge, we also got a system in place that automatically encourages accountability as well. So which is this coach and coachee system. Okay, so everyone who joins Emerge, right, is mandatory to be attached with one coach. And then the coach, right, will help you to carve out a planner, like a GPS, 411, all this, and hold you accountable to achieve your goal. So whether your goal is 100K a year or 500K a year, so the Emerge coach, right, will definitely guide you through one.
Can you guide me?
Yeah. So during the whole process, there's a check and balance of your target versus reality. So if there's a big gap, so the coach will come and discuss with you what went wrong, what should you do differently, and what are the areas of improvement, like the way you call or like the way you present, all these lah.
Yeah, so every week we
So you are also a coach as well, right? Do you think you can share with us on how accountability has helped you in your coaching? So maybe give some example.
Yeah, can. So in Emerge, of course, we always, like you said, we always give constructive feedback, right, to help the person grow. Okay, so example, like one of my coaches, at first, right, she sounded quite funny and a bit kaku. And at the same time, right, she thought like she's telling a fairy tale story. Okay, she would do this like, hello, welcome to the sales gallery. Yeah. Like it's not like very humanly when she talks. So really like that lah. So that is so this right was detected during a coaching session with her. Okay, so like I pointed out to her law and demonstrated first how she was speaking. Okay, and then I showed her right away the right way. I mean, I showed her the right way of speaking. Okay, the more humanly, not fairy tale way lah. So she responded very positively. Okay, and took the feedbacks seriously, and she improved actually tremendously. Okay, so this coachee of mine is actually Janice Yap, okay, from MC1, and she actually just officially joined Emerge in the beginning of 2021 only. Okay, so me as her coach is definitely super proud lah, okay, of her, because her entire attitude, right, and approach towards the coaching sessions really demonstrated that she is the person who is accountable. Yeah, so because first of all, right, she acknowledges the reality. Okay, she's very open-minded and willing to make changes for improvement. Okay, not only that, she also takes ownership of her own progress by diligently tracking her own performance. Okay, so as a result, she managed to have 3 SPA signed last month alone, and 3 more bookings during the FMCO. So they are all priced 1 million above, and she's just waiting to sign after the FMCO, right? So excellent job.
Wow.
So
Wow, very well done, Janice. 3
yeah,
SPA last month and 3 more SPAs on the way.
so I think it's very
So that's
important.
your coach.
I think it's very
Sorry?
important. The things that Janice show is really like how a person who is being accountable should really be. Like what we're talking about today, right? She didn't make any excuses. She just owned it up and then just took the responsibility of her outcome. She didn't make excuses, she didn't blame anyone else, and then she just did it. So that's why her result. Right?
Amazing. So that's your coachee. How about Sue? How about yourself?
Myself, okay lah. I mean, of course, I also follow. I'm also following the same Emerge systems law, right? So I got 5 SPA signed last month. Yeah,
Wow.
have to keep up with the coach.
Awesome. Yeah. So to summarize the whole session, right? Like truly accountability is an attitude and a way we approach our daily activities. So it's very, very natural for everyone, including myself, to give myself a lot of reasons and when things don't go our way. So like, for example, right, we can't lead Gen because it's a full lockdown. So when we keep telling ourselves that we can't lead Gen because it's a full lockdown, so we will eventually believe in it and accept when whenever it's the outcome. So when actually not the truth, right? So this is what we call excuses. So we want to be successful, like like Suszane and Janice, not end up as a victim. So you must be accountable and take ownership of your own performance. So be courageous to seek the truth, acknowledge it, own it, find solution, and take action. Right?
Yeah. So basically, actually being accountable is not hard, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, it's not hard.
It's not a hard thing to do, but I guess sometimes you get lost, right? And then maybe having an accountability partner or accountability coach will be good. All right, a
Yeah,
coach.
correct.
Just like us, law, right? We have like our coach is what, Yen, right? Scary Mary, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
to
sometimes
check on us.
yeah, so sometimes you get lost lah within the ways. I mean, we are human beings, right? The graph is up and down. Watakan is like always positive, right? So sometimes if stray off course, at least someone is there to like guide you back to the right path, right?
Yes, right.
I mean, okay, let me share a little bit. Like, if you guys want to know more about our platforms, or if you guys have any questions so far, did we miss out any questions? Wait, can I share my screen a bit? I mean, if you guys want to know more about our platform or have any questions on how to be accountable, right? So you guys can contact us lah. Okay, you can always contact me or Sheryl. Okay, we're ever ready to help anyone that needs help. Okay.
Jonathan asked, what's your daily routine?
You want to get that?
Asking you.
What's my daily routine? Lead generation. Lead gen. I mean, the first thing is lead gen. Because if you don't do lead gen properly, then nothing else works, right? If you can't lead gen, then you don't have appointments. Then if you don't have appointments, you won't have bookings. If you don't have bookings, means there's no money. No SPA sign, then no money already. Then Milo tin can will be empty forever under the bed.
Yeah. There's another question. Is any fee incurred?
Any fee incurred?
Yeah. For
Where?
coaching, is it? No, there's no fee incurred.
If you join Iman, there's no fee incurred.
Yeah, there's no fee incurred. You'll get your full commission. Yeah.
Did that answer the question? Any more questions?
Yeah, you answer the question. Any more question?
Yeah. Feel free to unmute yourself also if you want to ask a question. Don't have to type out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, lor. So today's topic actually is not hard lah, huh? It's not hard. You just need to take action, in other words.
Yes.
Stop blaming everything. I mean, now the times are hard. It's FMCO, we have a lot of negative thoughts. But like, find solutions lah. Find ways to do things differently. You have to take action. Don't just sit there and wait lah, because the market is not the same anymore lah. It won't be the same. Yeah, so don't think that, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna wait out, FMCO after this is the same one, I won't miss out anything. I mean, but the market share is so small already, so you have to do extra. So Yen say, last year we say double down, right? This year we have to triple down. We have to triple down. Yeah. So stop sharing. Yeah, I hope you guys got
Christine is asking what's my daily routine.
Sheryl,
so my daily routine. So I have a timetable. So I time block for lead gen. Of course, I also time block for coaching session. I can show you my timetable.
You sure lah? You want to share or not?
No, I don't have the latest one. Yeah. So basically, like lead gen is very important. I do calling and follow up with customer, especially, of course, like this during this FMCO, we have like a special timetable. Yeah, because we spend more time at home. Yeah. See, timetable is in my brain, in my calendar. So every day, of course, I wake up and I know what I need to do. Yeah. So then I check my calendar and I know what's my priority, the 80-20, the personal perspective, right? So what's my priority?
I think all right.
So I just get it done. Strike it off in my to-do list.
Yeah, Sheryl, your schedule is already in your head. No need to type out or anything already. Right? She already automatically wake up. She already know what to do already throughout the whole day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So they're saying want to share or not. Maybe you can give them the time, like what time to what time.
So Monday is our off day, so we start from Tuesday lah. Tuesday is like Tuesday we have our weekly meeting. Yeah. So normally it's like from 9 to 12. So it's a very long session. Now you be questioning everyone. What's your activity? Why you do that? Why you do this? Why no appointment? Yeah. So after that, after session will be coaching with my coaches. Yeah, my champs. So basically to help them to find out like appointments and how's the appointments doing and how's their lead gen. Yes.
So it's a
So
lot about
Wednesday, sorry?
it's a lot about brainstorming together. So it's not just about checking out who. I mean, we always go through. We always have a dashboard, and everyone's name is there. It's like a scoreboard lah. Okay, so it's like this week or last week. Okay, what have you done? How many leads have you generated? And the leads are coming from which source? And from these leads, how many was converted to appointments, and how many was converted to bookings, and eventually SPAs, right? So everybody's scoreboard.
Yes, correct.
Then we will go down to, like, if you have, let's just say you have 20 leads last week, but you don't even have one appointment. So we have to just look, you have to look into it. Like, how come you're not achieving the numbers, right?
Yes, correct. So we just look into it, like what happened to the leads. Should we do something differently?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or how, or like we compare. Okay, so if like Sheryl has 20 leads, but she got no appointments, but then Jenny's got 20 leads, but she has like 5 appointments. So that means, and then the sources are like from where? So if Janice can do 5 appointments out of the 20 leads, how come Sheryl you cannot get five appointments? So we have to find out what happened in between, what
Yeah,
went.
what went wrong?
Yeah, we
Yes.
wouldn't like let that person just sit there and then 20 leads are no appointments. Okay lah, never mind lah. You try again, try better lah. We won't lah. I mean, we'll bounce ideas. Okay, a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll we'll find out what's the reason.
correct. So it's like you have appointments, then we share the cases as well. So in a team is much better because like if you do alone, you only have 1 case or 2 cases to study yourself, right? And nobody to bounce ideas with you. But in a team, right, if everybody is really generating leads and then they're also going on appointments, that means we have a lot of case study together. Gather all this information and experiences, and then that's why we grow faster. Right? We have 5, 6, 7, 8
Yes.
cases.
So basically we learn from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, we learn from each other, and this dashboard actually also automatically sort of like keep us accountable as well, because everyone knows that every week we have to put in the numbers. So if you put in the numbers means you're not doing your work lah. Okay, by thinking that, then we will work on what we say we will do. So after like the meeting and all this thing, we go through, we bounce ideas, and then we will also reset the goals again weekly. Yeah, weekly we set the goals, and next week we will come back again and say, okay, last week you say you want to do this, you want to launch KW ads. Okay, you want to generate how many leads from this, and then you post on prop. Okay, let's just say, and then you want to do a video, okay, you want to go on 3 appointments or 4 appointments virtual tours. So did that happen? And then we'll revisit again. So it's like a weekly goal so that we achieve the yearly goal, the monthly and then the yearly goal, the big goal. So we already have all these. So no one should ever feel lost and don't know what to do. They should know what to do already, because we also have our GPS, right? Our 135, our 41, which we review together.
Yeah. So Christine asked also, do you need to reset your GPS during FMCO? If yes, what changed?
Yes, of course we have to review it and we have to change it. So I guess what would need to change is really the digital side. You have to be the tech-enabled agent, right? So we have to
everything virtually.
Yeah, lor. So we have to come up with more things like videos, and then we need to plan more like virtual tours. We are trying to figure out also what really works right now, and also maybe the future. We don't know whether it's gonna extend or not the lockdown. Even if extend or no extend, also we already accepted the fact that the market has shifted. So technology is the way to go lah. So if we don't keep up, we will be left behind. So we're trying our best as a team to, and we are a
Yeah,
bit camera shy, so
sorry?
we are a bit camera shy, right? So we're trying our best to like come up with videos, promotional videos, and share.
Yeah, you can check out our review image workplace. We have a lot of videos, right?
Yeah,
Joanne asked, is Emerge only for project marketing, not for sub-sale agents? Yeah, it's we are only doing project marketing.
for now, right? Yeah.
For now only. Yeah, for now.
Yeah. So that's what we.
Any other question?
Right, so that's
Yeah.
what we do in the team. It's quite interesting. Is at least we're not lonely, and we have people to bounce ideas, and we've got people to keep us accountable. Lor, you know, even like sometimes like you feel sad, okay, or whatever. At least the team knows what you're doing, ma, and what you're going through in the same field. So we really like help each other, lah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we will, if we face any challenges, we will brainstorm together to see how to solve it, how to convince the customer.
Yeah, really, it's like from calling, like from lead generation, calling, you know, closing, all these speaking skills, the little details. We actually really go through with the coaches lah, right? Yeah, even
So,
between.
Sorry?
So your goal remains unchanged. So your goal, Lana asked, so your goals remain unchanged. You change your strategies. Yeah, correct. So the big goal remains the same, right, Sheryl?
Yeah, the big goal remains the same. Same. We still have 6 more months to go.
Still can one, okay?
Full force.
And it's already got 3 and then 3 more coming, and then I got 5, and then Sheryl I think got 3 or 4, right? Come actually a lot in the pipeline still. Yeah, we're just waiting for FMC to live, and then we are still do our activities, connect with our buyers. Just don't stop lah. It will happen one if you do something. If you don't do something, definitely won't happen. If you do something, definitely will come out from it.
Yeah, if you work, you might have sales. If you don't work, definitely no sales. Susan asked how many of us in the team. How many?
Need to count, right? 7, 8 8 of us, is it? 8 of us.
8, yeah.
8 lucky number. So I just want to say, like Lana asked, the goal is unchanged. Yeah, you shouldn't change your big goal lah. Okay? So it's just like the theory of saying you aim higher, because even example you want to hit 500K, but maybe the times are tough. So but you keep aiming to do the activities to hit 500K, right? Even if you don't hit 500K, you might hit half, maybe 250K. I think that's also good lah. Instead of like, oh, this year very bad I think I pull my goal to 100K lah. Then how? You're just gonna think like, okay, I'm just gonna earn 100K done. So I think always aim high.
Aim high. Always aim high.
Yeah, aim high, act bold, and take action, right? Yeah.
Yes, take action is the most important.
Yeah, I think it's really it's not hard. Okay, it's simple. You just really need to step out and do that one thing lah. That's important. Okay. How many deals are you guys expected to achieve this month? What's the actual booking done so far? How many deals are you guys?
So many. How many? So then I forgot how many already.
How many? Our numbers, of course, every week got 1 or 2 is good. But now times are a bit difficult, but we managed to have 6 bookings during the FMCO, the first 2 weeks of FMCO. Yeah, 6 bookings so far. And in our pipelines, I think we have a couple of SPAs waiting to sign on solar from the previous customer.
Just waiting for the FMCO to be lifted.
Yeah, so
then we can sign SPA.
The reality is we keep doing our activity lah. So, but some clients may not want to go on virtual tours. But the good thing is because we reach out, right, they still want to come after the FMCO. So we keep them excited one. So you have to do it
one with your customer.
Yeah, because a lot of customers, right, they actually appreciate, they really appreciate that we go and give them a care call or send them a care message. They actually reply and say, hey, they are the ones who talk to us, like for me, like example, reply me and say, hey, Suzanne, how are you? Wow, so long never hear from you, or like, how are you doing this FMCO? Instead, they are asking back. Actually, they appreciate these kind of messages. But of course, the message that we send out, we don't hard sell or whatever. It's really purely just a care message, nothing about property at all. So I think they appreciate this kind of messages. People are lost also out there. They also want someone to talk to lah. So don't mind block yourself. Don't think that it's awkward, girl. Yeah, people don't want to talk one, no mood one. Don't give yourself that excuse. Just send them.
Yeah.
They reply or don't reply, it's okay. At least they
Yeah.
saw your name. Gain that mind share. Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. Just stay positive. Stay positive and just do what you need to do.
Yeah, just do what you need to do. So if you're
Mm.
slow or whatever, just learn more. You have to talk to someone who knows or have done it before. Talk to them and say, hey, how to do this, or oh, I haven't started anything and I don't know where to start. So talk to someone. Don't just like sit there alone and think that I haven't started anything, or surely cannot. Never mind lah, don't want to do lah. Next day lah. Then it's like next day, then you never get anything done. Why not you just wake up one day and just say, okay, you know what, today I'm going to learn this. So you have to write it down to really work on it. Because if you just tell yourself right, in the mind, then you never write it down and there's no action plan when you want to do it and how, when you want to achieve this, then it will not happen already.
So you set your priority every day. Yeah. Set a deadline for what you want to do.
Yeah, always give
It's
yourself
like
a deadline.
self-discipline like that.
Yeah, always give yourself a number and a deadline. So it's like, okay, I want to call 200 calls next week. Okay, when next week comes, I just say I want to do 200 calls only, doesn't matter what when I do it. So it's always better to break it down. It's like I want to do 200 calls, okay, by when? Maybe 25th of June. Okay, and each day how many calls I'm going to achieve to get this. Okay, and after I achieve these calls, or doing these calls, what is my objective? How many appointments do I want out of this? You aim, you have to aim, you have to write it down, then you will achieve it. Be more clear. Yeah, don't just say and then okay, 200 calls, all right, that's it. Then you sure won't do already. That's because we ourselves also, we need action plan for ourselves. We have to tell ourselves what to do, and because sometimes we also a lot of excuses, right? Want to procrastinate lah, Netflix lah, YouTube lah, Facebook lah, press 4 hours gone. Yeah, so write down your timetable. Break it down to weekly goals. I think it's better for now because
weekly and daily goals, I think is very important. Yeah,
correct.
What you want to achieve every week.
Yan ask you, how are you able to
stay so positive?
If the pandemic goes on, they will.
Life is short. Stay positive. If the pandemic drag on, there will be more buyers willing to accept the virtual. Even booking environment and circumstances create trends.
Okay, so answer Yan first. How are you able to stay positive? Yeah. You want to answer or not, Sheryl?
Stay positive. Yeah, I think you should count your blessing every day and be grateful. So you have this kind of mindset is very good. Be grateful that this pandemic, right, is like crazy. But then thankfully, like we are healthy and I still got bookings coming in. So and we are doing well, right?
I mean, yeah, I think so lah. I hope so. Hey, where's your frozen already one? Okay, Yan, for you, I answer for you, Yan. How to stay positive, right? I talk to you, Yan. You're my best medicine, ma. No lah, actually, the truth is actually for myself lah. Okay, honestly, sometimes also like that one. Sometimes I wake up and then I feel like, oh my God, I'm still in this lockdown. I can't go to my favorite restaurant. I can't see my friends. I feel so annoyed. That's my honesty lah. Okay, but it's good that really I surround myself with the people who really encourages me daily. Okay, and give me the words of assurance and bring me back to reality lah. As in, give me a bit of positivity. So I'm not in this alone.
Yeah, motivate you every day.
Yeah, so if you're sad or whatever, right, you call Sheryl lah. She very happy one. She's our positive queen. She smile like that, then you also smile already. No more sadness already.
Yeah, your cheerleader.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to someone if you feel sad now. Okay, don't dwell in it yourself. Don't like twist and turn and then you spiral all the way down. You just like you have to be willing to talk to someone and acknowledge that you are sad. Because now in this world, right, there's a lot of like people saying you must stay positive, you must stay positive. If you are negative, something is wrong with you already. Yeah, just be positive, easy. So don't don't be don't take that one too much. Okay, if you're sad, acknowledge it. Okay, fine, today I'm sad. Okay, talk to someone. Hey, today I feel sad. I also don't know why. Maybe it's the pandemic. What can I do? So talk to someone. Don't like, because when you don't talk to someone in your head, you keep creating stories and then the stories are very negative. Then you believe already. Oh, I'm sad because I cannot do anything. It will like affect everything, affect your business lah, affect your business, your family lah, affect yourself or your health lah, everything. So it's good to talk to Sheryl.
Okay, my number is there. Just call me.
So Peter Cox said, if the pandemic drag on, there will be more buyer willing to accept virtual and even booking. Environment and circumstances create trends. Definitely. Compared to before the first MCO, that time the buyers all don't want. They really reject it. But now look at what is happening. Everyone is having virtual tours already, having virtual appointments. Jenny's also close to 3. Okay, myself also 1. Sheryl also got. So it's happening. So don't give up lah. So the buyers also starting to accept the reality of
Yeah, they're also using a lot of Zoom, so they're quite used to it. So I mean, after this pandemic, everybody is using Zoom and doing like virtual meeting and all this.
Yeah, the whole thing, the way everyone do business is so different already. Everything is online. So by the one accept also must accept already. I think they also biasa with Zoom already. Not like last time, everybody don't know what Zoom is, right? Wow, so annoyed, right? Need to press the link lah, download this lah, that lah. Now everybody is so easy. Just click the link, they already have it. Then they come on the way. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they are camera shy, just turn off the video lah. It's fine, right?
Yeah, because if you don't
as
do
long
it,
you are able to present to them.
Correct. Because if you don't do it, then other people do it already. So don't think that you are the only agent out there lah. There's so many other agents, and they are also fighting for that small little piece of cake in the market. So if you don't call your client today, probably someone else already calling your client. So do you want that or not? If you don't want, then just call him. Just call the person lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, have to be thick face a bit, right?
Yeah. What you need to do.
Yeah. Okay.
So
any more questions?
Any more questions?
If there's no more questions, then maybe we pass back to the regional team. Do you agree
Do you agree for new project it's easier to do virtual tour because project is not complete compared to sub-sale?
You want to get that, Sheryl?
Definitely project is easier to do virtual tour because we have a Metapod, so they can see the show unit like virtually. Like as compared to sub-sale, they need to go to the the house or the condo itself, right? So but then we have the Metapod. So if you are marketing completed ones, you also can make use of the Metapod.
Yeah, I agree and disagree at the same time. I mean, there's always ways. Find solutions. If you want to be accountable, find solutions. It's not impossible. I think I've seen so many like Jasmine and all this, right? They did.
Yeah. Like Joanne as well.
Yeah, I mean, that is not something that's gonna stop you, because actually maybe some project, right, don't have virtual tour, but also pictures.
Yeah, true. There's a project there's no virtual tour.
I think it's the same. It's how you use of the mediums that you have. Yeah, and if you don't have
use of the technology, leverage on the technology.
All right, so both also can do. Not easier, not harder, same. I think it's the same. You just need to go and take a picture or video extra and put lah. Or buy the metal camera lor. Because it's not complete. I thought sub-sale would be better because it's completed. You can see everything there, right? Even better.
Actually, show unit is nicer, ma. You see the show unit. Wow, so nice.
True lah. I mean, that's why
We always paint the picture to the customer. There's a lot of room for imagination.
Picture is not going to. Yeah, I think it's the same lah. We just need to find the ways that fit to your product. Yeah, every market has the way to do things. Okay, any more questions, guys? If
no more questions, then thank you so much, Sheryl and Sue, for your time. Thank you for your honest sharing. Yeah, we really learned a lot from you, I think, today, and thank you for encouraging all the agents that they can just do something even in this time of pandemic and FMCO. Okay, let's go to some announcements by the regional team.
Oops.
Okay, so this is our training calendar for this week, and we are on Wednesday today. So there's one more training coming up on Friday in the morning, 9 a.m. by William and Sing Fei. This is shift tactic number 7, seller pricing strategies, how to price your properties. Very, very important during this time of pandemic because yeah, you need to know how to price your properties in order to sell them, right? So don't miss it. Market center agents all will get the link. If you're a guest, please sign up using the bit.ly link or the QR code. Okay. We have this age prop competition, listing competition for our itinerants. Those that have age prop pro accounts, right? So what you need to do to qualify for this competition is you need to have at least an additional 10 new listings, right? In order to qualify for the competition. No duplicate listings are allowed, meaning that you cannot remove and repost again. That's called a duplicate list. And then you also cannot have 2 of the same listings. That's duplicate listing, right? So you need to have at least 10 new listings to qualify, and then the person with the highest number of new listings created in these 2 weeks, you have until the Sunday, will win the prize. Okay, one winner for each market center. So you're competing against your own people, your own agents in the market center. Each winner will receive 1,000 age prop credits. Okay, 1,000 age prop credits, and can be used for spotlight, done deals, area specialists, featured listings, all those. All right. And in addition to the age prop credits, you will also get $50 worth of KW command campaigns. So please do post up new listings, right? It's quite easy to qualify, and then you never know, you get a shot of winning some of this prizes, right? So yes, this is our age prop listing competition. Okay, next. This is our National Consumer Campaigns touch points, right? You can download them from Workplace Refill Happenings. A new touch point will be uploaded every Thursday. So every week, it gives you something new to send to your clients to touch base and to just, stay in touch with them, especially during this pandemic. Okay, and next. This is Red Day with Mako. So it's still ongoing, although Red Day was in May, but then we are still collecting this because it's still FMCO and we can't pass over, so we just continue the collection. So for laptop or computer donations, it must be less than 10 years old. It must be functioning, basically, yeah. And then after the FMCO, when we are able to travel, we will arrange for pickup services from you. So inform us, let us know through the link, right, the bit.ly link, to if you have laptops or computers that you want to donate, right? If not, you can donate some cash donations to our Redfield Academy bank account and label it as donation. Next, I think to date, we have 31 laptops and computers and 11,000 collected so far. So all this will go to macro, right? Next. Okay, so that's all for now. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us and thank you for your time. Thank you again, Sheryl and Sue, for your sharing. And yeah, we'll see you on Friday. Thank you very much.